Alright, so we know protection is important. You wouldn't have, well, I can't say that for everybody, but when you're doing activities that are risky, like intercourse with the weight, you know what I'm saying? Even if you have the slightest bit of worry, use the protection. Alright, so I have a little bit of worry. I know, look, y'all are like, what? That's not even weight. It don't matter.
Do you always use protection?
Always use protection. I don't always use it, but when I do,
you use it.
I use it.
3, 2, 1, go.
And come in.
Yeah. Just try and keep your hips as flat. It is difficult, but just try. Focus on it. What is going on to the journalist family? Irvin Felix John with thefitnessjournal.com, and today this is a leg workout. So right now we're really focusing on, well, you're gonna hear me later on here describe the purpose of this whole workout. I have had a pretty serious knee issue for, like, I guess I would say the past year, 2018, and I've gone through the rehab process, and safe to say I have got back to my, I guess, my regular self, my stronger self. So the first exercise you saw there, that is really targeting the hamstrings. The problem that I had was quad dominance. My quads were overactive. I wasn't really doing a lot of hamstring work. So this is why, guys, following a program is important, or having some sort of structure, so you know if you're neglecting a specific muscle group. So here, once again, always focus on range of motion, focus on activating the muscles that you desire, the muscles that you are attempting to work. So as you see here, this is working the glute and the hamstring. That's really the main part of the leg that we're working there. Slow controlled motion, as you can see, you know, I get that forward lean. Make sure, you know, using leverage to my advantage. So if you don't have a band, I would highly suggest, I mean, that's really kind of the only way to get this, or you could use a machine if you're in the gym, and then you could do that. But as you see here, using a band, I'm not sure how much weight this is, but really working, I guess, anywhere between your 12 to 15 rep maximum. That's probably a good rep range there. This is more so still the warm-up, so we're not going too hard. 3 sets or maybe 3 to 4 sets, really just getting those muscles activated. So now here, where, as you see, it is a skill, psychomotor skill, so you really do have to focus and take time to make sure you're developing that, you know, neural connection. So I'm helping him walk through the steps here. It will take maybe a couple sets, but you will get it. So I'm about to speak here, so I'm going to stop the voiceover for right now. All right, so number one, when you have an injury, you always want to be able to assess your situation. What are you experiencing? Why do you feel that way? What is going on? And what's happening, bro? Good. Yeah, you good, bro. The sooner you know, the better you can kind of focus, pinpoint what the injury is and how you can come back from it. So knowing my situation, my knee, more of the patellar region. If you don't know what, I'll just put it over the screen, the patella. And that is a problem. It's been like that for a couple months now, and I've come to find out that it is overactive quad dominance, and my hamstrings aren't really active. So focusing a lot on creating that balance, developing more of the hamstring strength. So you see a lot of the exercise that we're doing, it focusing strictly on the hamstring. So doing unilateral exercises as well to really make sure that they're being engaged. What we're going to focus on now, we're not doing high volume. I mean, we're not doing high resistance, only high volume. So that's what we're going to focus on. Remember, when you assess, you know. Don't just guess. If you just guess, you know, anything can happen. So that's what we're going to be working on today. It's not going to be anything crazy. Don't try and work through an injury. Try to rehabilitate by taking the appropriate steps. Simple as that. So firstly, let us address how I got injured in the first place. So as you guys know, I'm a calisthenics athlete. I do a lot of explosive dynamic stuff. I was doing some long jumps and I ended up pulling. It wasn't torn, but I pulled my tibialis anterior. So that was the initial injury that I had. I attempted to, like I said, work through an injury, and that led to compensations, and then I ended up getting further injured. So that's when my patella started to hurt. I did a brain gain video on the PCL, ACL, MCL. You guys can check that out. Those are common injuries that take place, so I definitely would recommend going and check it out. So that was the initial injury that happened, and because I attempted to work through the injury, that is why I further got injured, and I was out of commission doing really anything, even a basic bodyweight squat, for over a year. Or I wouldn't say over a year, but just about a year, until I started going through the rehab process, activating muscles that weren't being active, and going through full range of motion, taking my time with the exercises and focusing on what I was doing. So as you can see there, those were slow and controlled movements with rather lightweight. That's not heavy at all. Yeah, and so that was the second exercise. We did that 2 times with that weight right there, and then we went on to once again activate the hamstrings with the standing stiff leg deadlift. So really just kind of try to find this is like, there's a whole other video if I start to try and tell you guys how to break down your rep maximum percentages. So we'll say that for another brain gains. If you guys want to see that, how to set your rep range for what your goal is, let me know. I'll make that anyway, it doesn't matter. So that's what we're doing. This is after we did the 2 sets of squats, and this is the third exercise, working on engaging those hamstrings once again. Time under tension, make sure you set a good tempo. So this one here is like 1 3 1 3 1, something like that. So tempo is important as well.
Check this out right here. How jumps the ground. He actually exactly what Blaine Gabbert was looking at. Jumps the ground.
Landed one.
That's what we need to do.
And I go all out. You see what I'm saying? I go all out. 2 condoms, leg condoms. The real thing, eh? Alright, let's wrap this shit quick. Okay, so basically what we just did, you would have seen Kev doing the hamstring straight leg deadlift with 100 pounds. We did that for 3 sets. We started with this, and now we put 25 on each side. So remember, today's not high resistance, it's just we hitting volume, making sure we're going through full range of motion, engaging the muscles we want to engage. A lot of penetration.
There we go, a lot. Over and over again.
Overload.
Stamina. Kev, you a genius. So like I was talking about, the major injury that I had was initially my tibialis anterior, and then that caused the more serious injury, which was my patellar tendon. So the patellar tendon connects from the bottom of your knee to your tibia, and a short-term solution, which I found to work, is like using something like a butter knife. Make sure it's lubricated, the back of the butter knife, and just kind of work in there, in between that joint there, not the joint, the tendon, and kind of break it down. It is a piece of meat, so tenderizing it, making sure that all that stuff, you'll feel some crunchy stuff in there, work it out, and that definitely helped me, stimulating that blood flow, doing the hot and cold compress as well, and I was even using that icy hot thing, and that really helped with the blood flow. So getting that blood flow there. Because of the cartilage, that portion of the knee, you really want to make sure that you stimulate blood flow. So once again, full range of motion, be smart with your training. So full range of motion, we ain't playing them games, especially if you have literally no resistance on there. No excuses. All right, Kev, show them how it's done. All right, so once again, remember the first set was
45 each side. Now we put on 25. But we did the first set 3 times. We went over to the straight leg deadlift with 100 pounds. We did that for 3 sets, about 10 to 12 reps. Everything is slow and controlled, full range of motion, activating the muscles that we want to activate, mind-muscle connection. So once again, if you can't control lightweight, don't think that you're gonna go and be able to lift anything heavier and not get injured. Major key brain gains, you heard?
All right, so today for calves, we're doing things a little differently. We're gonna start with 100 sets, then 100 reps, 75 reps, 50 reps, and 25 reps. You see my boy in the back, he started already.
Nah,
trying to work his way up to 100. What happened? What happened?
I was 20.
All right, you still got 80 more to go. So he gotta work for his first set, he gotta work his way up to 100. I ain't started yet, but as soon as he stop, I'm go. But there's no more than 10 seconds rest in between sets. Don't judge it until you try it, all right?
So guys, last thing I'll say, because the video is about to end, is following a periodization training program is super good, because you have like a light day, heavy day, medium day, and then is based on percentage of your 1 rep maximum. So I would recommend, if you guys, I'm going to make that video so everyone knows how to do it. I'll show you step by step how to have a follow program like that. I'll even give a free download you guys can do, follow and try out for yourself. But really, that's it. Hopefully you guys understood how to do this calf exercise. I don't remember what the weight was, but obviously it was kind of like whatever my weight. I'll just go back and find what my 20 rep maximum is, and then we'll know from there. So this is a good, effective workout, especially coming through that rehab process, to make sure you're strengthening those surrounding muscles where the injury was. And you want to progressively build up, of course, into more resistance, more volume, different variations, so you don't plateau. So if this was helpful, guys, please make sure you share this, smash the like button, and definitely subscribe if you are new here. Shout out to the journalist family once again. We making those gains, simple as that.
Alright, so you get it. He has to complete 100, and then I go. So I'm about to go get my mind right so I could do this shit. Alright, look at your boy in the back here. Look like he's struggling, huh?